Life's a party, life's always a party. Let's go, Paul. Let's be great today.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
You got it, always.
I picked out a little quote of the day to start off this podcast with some positive vibes.
I like that. It's a good idea.
The quote is, "A secret to happiness is letting every situation be what it is, instead of what you think it should be." The bottom line is, shit happens.
Agreed.
So if you're driving to work, you spilled your coffee on in your work shirt, you're upset, it's okay, shit happens.
Yeah.
You can't change that situation.
There's
you have to deal with that coffee-stained shirt for the rest of the day.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. There's a really good quote, too, that goes along with that. It's like, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. I think it's, like, really cool.
What is it? Can you say it slower? I got caught up in it.
Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. So a lot of the times, life isn't what... You don't plan life out. You know what I mean? You try to.
That's the beauty of life.
But the unexpectedness, you know what I mean, is what's beautiful. And, like, kind of, you know what makes your life your life.
You're beautiful, Paul.
I'll stop it.
You had a little photo shoot today.
I did a great little photo shoot.
Which is great because we do have a segment later on in the show about, like, creativity and how you can bring out your inner creativity brain. That sentence didn't make sense. But you went out and shot some ghost photos.
Yeah.
New trend, right?
Yeah, so if you're a TikToker, you know, like me.
TikToker. Just take a shot every time Paul mentions TikTok.
Love some TikTok. If you're on TikTok, there's a cool trend going around. It's a ghost photo shoot. So it's basically like you go out and you get, you know, a bunch of friends and you get like white sheets and you're basically ghosts and you go into like random places. A lot of people wear sunglasses or they add maybe like a wig or it's pretty dope. So check it out.
Who comes up with that?
I don't know. I'll put it on the podcast too. Like when I make the TikTok, I can put it on the podcast for you guys too. So it'll be pretty dope.
I know why you didn't ask me to be a model. Because my face is too good looking to be covered up by a bed sheet.
Okay, yeah.
If you need someone to model for another picture where I gotta have my face exposed, then you would call me. That's why I know I didn't get the text.
Totally makes sense. Agreed.
But we're also gonna start the show.
Something really fun.
Something really fun. We always start with the best thing.
Agreed. Yeah, we start the show hot like always.
Bringing out the whiteboard.
If you're
it's the biggest whiteboard I've ever seen.
On YouTube. You know, we're trying to get more people to YouTube. Sorry about last week. I had some issues. But hope you like that segment, like watching us and that kind of thing. So we love listening on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. But the YouTube's kind of cool too. So we're gonna do this segment.
Do both. Listen, then watch. How about that?
That's a great idea.
2 fish, 1 hook. You know, that's what
Two
it is.
fish, 1 hook, baby. But you can definitely listen to this one too. And but it'll be a little different for you too. So what are we doing, Ryan?
All right. So let me explain what this first segment we're gonna kick the show off with. So we're starting off with a game before we dive into all of our other not controversial topics, conversational topics.
There you go.
None of our topics are controversial, except for Four Loko Girls. But it's a fun game, actually. So what is going to happen is we're each going to take turns calling a person in our contacts just to have a normal conversation. While that is going on, the other is going to write down a word on said whiteboard that Paul is holding. At that point, Paul or myself will have to get the person we are on the phone with to say the word on the whiteboard. We, on the other hand, have to keep the conversation as casual and as authentic as possible. So whoever gets the most words right, or whoever gets the person on the other end of the phone line to say the most words wins in 3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll do 3 minutes. You'll time it. So if you're on the phone, or no, I guess I'll have to time it too. I'll time it. And,
how am I going to time it if I'm on the phone?
Exactly. I didn't think that one through. So I'll time it, and I'll try to go through the words, and we'll see how many. I guess you'll get a point for every word you get right.
Yeah. It's up to 5 or 6 points. So we'll do a timer for 3 minutes, see how many words you can get the person on the other end to say.
And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to have it on the whiteboard. If you're listening on Spotify, I'm also going to put the words in, I'm going to overlap them so he doesn't hear or like I don't hear, but you still get to play along if you're listening. So it'll be dope.
All right, so I'm starting off calling the person. I'm calling my good friend Joe. So I'm going to give him a call, pop it on speaker. Did you already write down the first word?
I wrote down the first word, so I was ready to go. And I'm going to do a 3-minute timer.
Hopefully he answers.
Yeah,
I got to clear my throat.
I'll start the timer when he answers the phone.
Yeah, good idea. All right, here we go. Calling Joe. You got the whiteboard ready?
I got the whiteboard ready to go.
Hopefully he doesn't say anything bad.
There he is, baby.
There he is. We gotta make some picks, my guy.
The word is
Question. You're not doing
Velociraptor.
I think we might be at Paul's.
Oh.
He wanted to watch a freaking Jurassic Park. What's that freaking dinosaur that runs around on 2 feet? Short guy.
Like the kind of dinosaur?
Yeah, what the hell is that dinosaur called?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you do. The short one.
Uh,
Not a T-Rex. There's T-Rex and it's the other one.
Velociraptor.
Yeah, that one. He wanted to watch
Is that really
Jurassic
what it
Park.
is?
Yeah, Velociraptor. But I was like, no, we're watching the game. So, are you just chilling at your house?
The word is Shamu.
All right, well, I'll let you know. We're about to shoot the podcast. What?
You got your little click, yo.
What do you mean, bro? You can come over here and then we'll talk about our baseball line.
We need to talk about baseball because I don't know if you know this or not. This is a big deal.
So, did you see where the freaking water park in Disney?
What?
What was that whale that died? They were picking like MLB, what team to win the series.
Okay.
What was that one whale that freaking died?
Yeah, that was real good at picking shit.
Yeah, it wasn't really good at pick. Well, maybe.
There was a whale somewhere that was really good at picking things.
What was the whale that died?
I don't remember why.
I don't know, because I thought it was good at picking MLB matchups.
The word is Shart.
What, you're trying to find what he picked?
No, I was just trying to find what his name was.
I don't know. Why did somebody pick something? Is it the whale?
Yeah, the whale picked the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, we like the Twins.
I like the Twins.
I like the White Sox are a 7. Who they going against?
They're playing the
The
A's.
Twins.
I like them.
I like the Sox at a 7.
What happens when you like? Oh shit! I just farted. I think I just. What is it called when you poop your pants?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I think I just did that.
Why are you making me do this?
I don't know, but I'll text you for the games.
You're making me do this for the podcast.
No, I'm not.
Why do I have to say certain words?
What are you talking about,
You made
man?
me say shark and made me say velociraptor. You were looking for the name of the whale. That's what.
Yeah, because he picks the MLB matchups.
No.
and he picked the Minnesota Twins.
I've already gotten down to your fucking.
All right, cut the show. Joey Matchett on the podcast. We're live. We did good, buddy. We got 3 points.
Joey's here.
Oh God.
All right, but you can for real come over. I'll text you. We're about 20 minutes into the podcast, so.
Oh my God.
He's gonna have the game on the
we need to
projector.
we need to pick the shit tonight. It's real important.
All right, well, I'm gonna have a couple brews here, so come over, and then we'll pick our baseball teams.
All right, goodbye.
All right.
Alrighty,
Look at
so,
that. I did pretty good.
so you did pretty
He
good.
caught on to me, though.
He definitely, was realizing
Your
what
words
was
were
going
hard
down.
as hell.
What? So what you get? You got you had about a minute left, but that was good. You got Velociraptor. That was good.
hard.
You were like Jurassic Park, and that's the route I would have went. He couldn't get Shamu. He was like, you were
I
getting
was
there.
trying.
You were getting there.
How the hell do I work in Shamu into a conversation?
I was like, I don't know. So that's a good one. And then Shart. I feel like Shart was an easy one.
Yeah, I got that one.
You were like, oh, I just pooped my pants. I was like, okay, that's a great way to introduce that.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Tried to get you, another word, but
What was the next one you had for me?
I had nipple tassels.
I was gonna mix in like the strip club or something.
Yeah, I think that would have been the route to go.
Damn.
For sure.
I'll try my best, Paul. What did I get? 3?
You got
2.
2.
That was good.
You got 2. You got 2.
He caught on to me though. He's like, "Why are you making me say these words?"
Yeah, he knew what was going down. So for sure.
He said tail. He just texted me tail question mark. I don't know what that means. All right, here we go. Let me get my words up.
Okay, so 2. Hopefully I can get 2. I have to pick someone good though. Like if you were doing this, who would you call? Would you call like your parents, or would you call like a girlfriend, a best friend? I think I'm gonna go with the girlfriend. Let's go with the girlfriend.
I told my mom I was doing it. She's like, "Don't call me." I was like, "I won't."
That's great. So I think I'm gonna call the girlfriend. Hopefully we got some easy words and she won't catch on to the podcast. I think if she catches on, does that eliminates
That's
me
it.
too?
That's the end.
Yikes.
Mine aren't as outrageous as your words, so I think you'll be able
That's
to
the whole
work
point of the game. You're supposed to do like ridiculous words that are never in a
Oh,
conversation.
They were ridiculous. All right. I couldn't even read Velociraptor. I was like, "What is that word? That's a dinosaur, right?"
Yeah, there you go. You're getting there.
Let me set the timer. Or get the
Okay,
term ready.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. So once I'll call her when she picks up. She's gonna want to like FaceTime me. She loves FaceTime.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, what if she doesn't answer?
Then you're gonna need a new girlfriend. Good thing there's plenty of Four Loko girls out. Oh, shh.
All right, start.
Good.
Hey, babe, what's going on?
Nothing.
What are you up to?
Nothing. Why?
No, just curious. How was your day?
It was good.
What'd you do?
The first word is toilet paper.
Worked.
Okay.
Why are you talking
Why are you so
so
weird?
loud?
What?
Why are you talking so loud?
Am I talking loud? You're on speaker. I'm just around the house and making dinner. Did you, wait, what was it? Oh, wait, when we went to Target, did you see if they had, like, what's going on?
What did we do when we went to Target?
No, I'm trying to think, like, so we were talking about, like, Halloween costumes, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if we went as, like, a mummy? Would we just, like, get something? Like, what would we do to do that?
Toilet paper?
Okay, no, I didn't know if, like, we could even, like, make that. I feel like that would be so cheap.
You telling me you didn't know how to make a mummy costume?
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that's...
The second word is boobies.
Wait, so... I don't know why, I feel like you're being so weird.
I'm being weird.
Yeah. Wait, you told me you hurt your butt, like, the other day?
Yeah.
But, like, how's your chest? Are you, like, is everything okay there? You didn't fall forward, right?
No, I felt my butt.
Oh.
Why?
No, I just didn't know. I wanted to make sure, like, you know, the other things were okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, what... Wait, like... Alright, never mind.
Keep going.
What? No, I just wanted to make sure, like, those were okay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The third word is
Do you
Britney
have,
Spears.
Do you have, like... I don't know. I just feel, like, really awkward right now.
What?
I don't know. I feel like it's...
Are you nervous? Are you sweating?
No. Do you have, You know that, like, one artist we really like? Like, the vocal artist?
Uh-huh.
The girl, like, who shaved her head? The girl who shaved her head, like, years ago. The crazy one?
Britney Spears?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, Britney.
Okay, yeah, what about Britney?
Did you see what she was doing, like, lately in TikTok?
It did.
What do you think about it?
I mean, she's in like a contract deal with her dad.
The fourth word is glove.
She's out of it.
Um,
Okay.
do you have enough, have you, like, had enough hand sanitizer? You don't need any, right?
No.
Dude, I'm sweating listening to that conversation.
That was so hard.
You should break up with him, Renee.
Why?
You're on the podcast at the
Oh
moment.
my god, I'm literally sweating from listening to that conversation.
And I was trying to get you to
I gotta
say
cancel
certain
this.
words, and it was harder than I thought it would be.
it was the most unconventional conversation I've ever heard in my entire life.
I was like, so how was your day?
It was horrible.
We did good though. So what did we get? We got toilet
that
paper,
was just hard to listen
Britney
to.
Spears.
Yeah.
Boobies, you didn't
I
get.
didn't get boobies. It was harder than I thought. How do you like work in boobies? Like I feel like it's not a normal word.
You could have said, I don't know.
I heard you fell on your butt. How the hell is she gonna say boobies to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So what was that?
Glove was the last one.
So how many did I get? Two? Just two?
You got two.
2 and 2.
Yeah. Good game.
All right, Renee.
That conversation was.
That was very awkward. I will give you a good conversation later. I'll talk to you
Whoa.
later. No, I mean
Kid
like
show.
a normal
Kid show.
conversation. But
Kid show.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, babe, bye.
All right, bye.
Hopefully that conversation goes a lot better than what I just listened to.
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating from
bro.
listening to that.
That was so much harder than I thought it would be. It's like, how do you work in like certain things? Like what? Like there was no easy way as a transition to go from one to the other.
I don't think she likes you anymore.
She
after
was
that.
like,
It is hard.
Paper? Toilet paper was hard, and I couldn't get it, and then I kind of weaved it in. Britney Spears, yeah, boobies, no.
I thought she was gonna catch on, but it kind of is like she started just not realizing what was going on.
No, and I tried to be like, oh, why are you so awkward? Like I tried to put it on her.
You were being so awkward.
Like, why are you being awkward?
You
Like
were
why is
so
this?
awkward.
But yeah, 2-2. That's a tie. That's not bad.
That was great. Yeah, try it out with your friends if you're just chilling in on a night out, not going out for the night. Definitely play that game. It's fun.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool just to like hang around and like see.
Let us know how it goes. Hopefully, it's a lot better than what Paul just
Hopefully,
did.
it's better than both of us. Don't.
I
Okay,
did
mine
good.
was awkward. Yeah, but still 2-2. So tie. Yeah, it's a tie. All right, so block 2. We kind of wanted to switch it around a little bit. Ryan was talking about it earlier. But this idea that we want to talk about like creativity and like the idea of being creative, how to get your ideas to come to life, whether it's being an artist, musician, stand-up comedian.
Musician.
Oh, dude, I always have
Musician.
You know,
You're still feeling it from that awkward conversation with your girl.
dude, I was sweating. Stand-up comedian or like a teacher, you know, you name it, anything. How to be like creative in your life, that really that right side of your brain. Everyone is creative in some type of way. So, like, how do you go about bringing that creativity out of yourself? Not only do you have to put creative ideas to pen and paper, but you also have to figure out how to perform and implement those ideas, like, in your life. So, I think it's really interesting. I know we're both pretty creative people. I feel like you've been getting more creative, like, later, like, lately, like, last couple years. But like, what like the world would it be considered like creative? You know what I mean? Like a creative, an artistic like field.
Yeah, so I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. He had Post Malone on.
Okay.
And they just talked a little bit about how he goes about writing his bangers, like congratulations,
Like
all
how do
his
you write
successful
your songs and stuff? Yeah.
And he's like, and they start discussing whether does the most creative content come from when you're under the influence, whether it's from marijuana, buzz off a couple beers, drunk,
Or like any other
cocaine.
drugs. Yeah.
Like, are these people who are so brilliant in the creative mind, do you have to be under the influence to kind of get your brain to think outside the box? So I thought that was a very interesting topic to discuss, because even back in the day when those guys were creating freaking electricity, like, they were probably hammered and just drinking all the time. Like, it's just think about, like, do you think outside the box more when you're under the influence, pretty much?
No, I think that's interesting. A lot of like really creative, like different types of thoughts enter your mind when you're not like a normal brain like function. That's why definitely I think weed, if anything. But
A lot of rappers, I know Tory Lanez one in specific. I was watching him in the studio one time. I was on YouTube, and he rolls a blunt,
that's crazy.
takes it into the studio recording room, and he says, "I want my take to be perfect by the time this blunt ends."
That's
so my
cool.
goal every time I go into the studio is to have everything play out accordingly before my blunt ends.
That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
He's got like a time limit as well as like
it's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I mean, I started writing comedy.
Yeah,
recently.
so that's been your creative outlet as of recent.
Yeah, so I like to have a couple Bud Lights. I feel like just relaxing and creating an environment where I'm more relaxed or more comfortable allows me to get more creative in my mind.
Agreed. I can see that for sure. Especially
Like when you're thinking
writing.
of photo shoots to do,
Yeah.
you don't like drink and sit there thinking
No,
about.
I think that's a different thing where I think writing. I think if it's writing, I could see. I think writing is extremely hard, no matter the type of material. I'm not a writer at all, so I don't really know that. I've thought about it. Like I would love to write like a screenplay. I mean, I've written a screenplay before. I do write short films, so I guess I've done it before. I think actually my one short film, my thesis, I wrote. That's so funny now that I'm thinking about it. I wrote my thesis I wrote my thesis in 2 days, and I remember being extremely drunk writing it. And I said, "Hey, I only have like 2 days to write this thing. Like, how can I do it?" And I remember being in my room, like my dorm room, and just drinking. Like I'm legal. We're all legal age, but I'm like literally just drinking, and I was like, I got to get this done. And for some reason, it opened up things. People were like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, don't you have to be clear? I was like, that made me clear.
I know there's a bunch of crazy stories about how these artists or inventors have come up with shit when they were just completely not there mentally because of either a drug or something. I know there's a list of stories on what they were on when they discovered this, or what were they were on when they made this song or wrote this song.
No, for sure, dude.
I wish I had it in front of me, but it's just. But you don't have to at the same time. If you think about teachers trying to configure a lesson plan,
Yeah,
they like to sit out back on their rocking chair with the flowers and the birds. And
Yeah.
that's their mental space. That's where they
Yeah.
get the most out of their brain, is in the environment where they're comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's basically up to the person, I feel like.
Where, like, especially, I mean, most of my creative work, so saying like photography, which is my most recent, I think, form of creativity. I've been involved in the arts my entire life. Once I was the age of 12, I started to act and do like theater in like middle school. I did theater in high school, like dancing as well as singing, acting, that kind of thing. I picked up the idea of like a camera and doing video work like when I was 15, like in middle of high school. Or no, I mean we did it when we were younger. That I think we did like these really, stupid, ridiculous videos. We've talked about it before on here, like the flip camera, when we were like 12 years old.
Right.
So, and we just had a lot of fun acting in front of this camera, in front of that little camera. I edited them and stuff like that. But, I mean, there's so many different ways to be creative.
Well, you can't be, excuse my language, but you can't be shit-faced when you're an artist trying to draw paint.
Dude, no. So that's okay, have you ever seen this guy? It's really cool. He's really famous. But basically, he does self-portraits of himself, but he tries a different drug when he does one.
What?
So each self-portrait is extremely different based on the drug that he's taking at the moment. It's really cool.
I guess, yeah, then.
Like, he'll be like, like drinking and like marijuana, acid, cocaine.
Jesus.
No, it's super interesting. Molly, like he'll do a bunch of different drugs, and the self-portrait, it's just so different, and it's really cool at the same time. And it kind of shows you, it's like, how is this drug affecting your brain, especially in a work environment, like a creative work environment.
Because they do have that place called like Painting with a Twist.
There's like paint sips.
Yeah, like where you go and have wine. Or
Yeah,
something.
you go sip wine. That's more of like
You're
a
talking
relaxation.
about Molly and crack cocaine.
Well, the paint and sips you're not really being creative. Like, someone's telling you to paint trees like this and paint your background, your ocean. Like, you're not really creating in a new standpoint where you're thinking outside of the box.
So do you think most brilliant, like I'm talking brilliant ideas, come from people who are under the influence in some different way?
I don't know. I think it really depends on the person. I think a lot of artists, like vocal artists, singers and things, I can see where a lot of their stuff comes from, like
For
that
sure.
kind of work. Where I don't see, like, even like, for some reason I'm thinking of Lin-Manuel Miranda with like Hamilton, and his story of how he wrote the music for that is really interesting. Like, he wrote all these songs very different times. Like, he'll be on the train going to like work or something, or he said he was on the A train in Manhattan going to a friend's birthday party. He came up with the idea for a song and like went to the birthday party, said, hey, like, happy birthday, and left and wrote the song because it was in his brain. And he said, I got to get this thing out, I got to write it. So
It's amazing how things just come to you and then just take off. So like one thing we want to talk about, piggybacking off that, this is like a question for you specifically, is was there anything or some time or something that you struggled with in regards to performing on a stage? So whether you're in a play, playing the piano, doing open mic night for comedy, singing a song, painting in front of thousands, even if you're the freaking panda lady at NBA halftime games where she does it on a unicycle and throws the freaking bowls up in the air and catches them on her head. Like, even if you're that, like, was there anything specific that you struggled with before you got in front of a crowd, or how you even like eased your calm, or were you nervous at all?
I don't know. I've like talked to a bunch of people about it. I mean, if you ever performed for an audience, so say you're on a stage, whether that be, a comedian or like a musical or a play or that kind of thing, I think it's really different. Like, I think the idea of being up there by myself, saying I'm giving a speech, right, is very different from being up there in a play or a musical atmosphere because you're with a lot of other people. Even if you're the only one on stage at the moment.
Well, you MC a lot.
Agreed. I do like doing that.
You like that?
A lot, yeah. I think emceeing's so dope. I did Miss Stratford like a couple weeks ago. I've done some events for my fraternity at school, and that I have no issue with that too. That's just more of a.
I mean,
persona.
everyone's always nervous. You're going to be nervous no matter
so
what.
that's where
no
it's
matter how
going, like-
outgoing we look or we are, everyone is nervous.
I think yeah. I mean, I've talked to people with the play like musicals and stuff like that, and no matter how many times you do it, yeah, there is a more confidence level like to you, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is another day. But if you're not nervous a little bit, or you don't have like those jitters, like you weren't meant to be doing that. Like it's still a new atmosphere every time you hit the stage. So you're gonna have those jitters, you're gonna have that like nervousness. But a lot of times it fuels performers. Like it gives them a high almost, and what allows them to continue and go back on the stage and keep like
Right.
doing what they're doing. So,
Like I'm comfortable going up and doing a presentation, public speaking.
Okay.
I don't
That's
care
good.
what anybody thinks about me, but at the same time, I have like extreme anxiety before I go up.
Yeah.
And I'm stressing. And the one thing that I struggle with, whether it's public speaking, a speech, or preparing to go do stand up, which I hopefully will do soon once COVID ends,
Yeah, for
is
sure.
I like to memorize sentences. So this is like for college kids who are in college for presentations. A lot of people can go off a bullet point and just like rant from there.
Yeah, agreed.
Me, I'm like putting in a lot of pre-presentation work and
You're basically memorizing it word for word, yeah.
literal sentences.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of like I have what I'm going to say and it has to be word for word what I prepared as.
Okay.
Which can backfire. but
Agreed, because if you screwed up, then you screw up the rest of the whole presentation.
It's just how I've been.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't know if we want to like say like advice or anything, but that idea of just like really like find what you're creative. I think depending on like what you do for a living and like a job, having that hobby, like just that idea, like having that hobby or being able to express your right side of your brain, like left side is more logical. Your work environment, your tasks, your organization, things like that. Your right side is more creative flow, like painting. We're just like exercising, like whatever else you like to do.
Everyone has a creative mind. And the thing is, like, and use me as an example, I devoted a lot of my life in sports.
Yeah.
And there's a small percentage of athletes who make it to be a sports or an athlete for a job
Like
or
a
a living.
professional, yeah.
So once
Agreed.
you outgrow the sports, why not pursue something creative? We're all creative in our own ways. So
I agree. I
why
think
not?
that's dope.
So why not, once you're past that athlete stage, try and branch out and do things creative that you can either draw, steal, I don't know, anything.
No, there's so many things too. I mean, there's so many things with like, with even like digital stuff now. I mean, now we can just literally talk about it, but I mean, you can paint, but you can do digital paint, like digital painting and like
yeah.
digital, like graphic design is really cool. Photoshop is really interesting. Like I'm a video editor. I like to video edit, as well as like people like color, like anything you see in film. There's so many creative outlets just in like video making. Of so like lighting is one, set design one, creating the set, editing, sound. There's like really cool sound effects and things that you can make like by yourself.
And that's just like digitally.
Yeah.
You could be a
there's-
home designer on the
like,
side. You could be
what-
a wedding planner on the side. I know people who plan events on the side as a wedding planner.
That's super dope. That's super cool.
You can use your creative mind to make a wedding come to life. Like what comes, like you just shot a photo shoot at a wedding. Like what's better than actually capturing wedding photos for a couple that's going to cherish it for the rest of their life, or seeing your whole creative mind actually come to life before your eyes.
And you're trying to create these like digital things, these portraits of these people, trying to create that beautiful image. Like I was even thinking of like wood making or like carpentry,
Yeah.
like metal shop and stuff. Like unfortunately, our high school never really did anything like that. I know there was a wood shop before we got there, but like
You don't have to be a full-time carpenter.
No, but
Devote an hour of your day, go in your basement, make some shit.
like people love that, dude. I mean, I think that kind of stuff. There's so many different outlets you can do than just the like conventional like drawing. You know what I mean?
The last thing I just want to say on this is just dream like what you want to do before you actually do it. Like I'm a big believer in picture in your mind, and then it'll be easier for you to make that outcome happen.
Yeah,
if that makes
we
sense.
talked about goals. It's an idea like a goal. Like where do you want to be? But at the same time, if you just want to experiment with something, just go have fun. Like experiment. Like
Just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Half the battle is just trying to do it.
Yeah, getting there. All right, dope. I like that type of stuff.
We'll mix in some serious stuff.
Yeah, we do that.
Conversational
Yeah, every
stuff.
once in a while, we're like, hey, but you know, it's just trying to enjoy your life a bit, a little bit. Like life's a party.
Life's a party.
You better enjoy it.
Life's always a party.
Let's go. Block 3. What are we doing, Rye?
We are gonna play. Actually, it's not really a game.
Nah, it's kind
But-
of off the cuff.
Me and you are gonna come up with off the cuff.
There we go.
We have not prepared this list. We're gonna do 1 through 10 top game shows ever.
Dude, game shows, especially what ABC does now, they do like Summer of Games, and people have been trying to create new game shows. I think it's hard to create a new game
The
show.
old ones are the best.
Exactly, and I think people just have their mind. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, these classic games.
Let me erase the numbers because we're actually gonna do this live. So if you're at home, you guys can yell at us if you don't agree.
Yeah, let us know.
So I'm gonna type out the lists. Do you want to start? I don't even know. You just want to start naming stuff and see where we could put it.
Do you want to name things and then like go down a list, rank them 1 to 10?
Yeah. So
So-
I mean, Family Feud. Come on.
Okay, Family Feud, agreed.
Where do we want to? We can mix it up later on. But
Yeah.
where do you want to plug it in first?
I think it's got to be in the top 5.
Top 3.
Okay,
So you want to put it at 3.
let's put it at 3. Let's do it.
Family Feud.
The first one that I think of,
Jeopardy.
I have gotten into Jeopardy.
I hate Jeopardy. You know why I hate Jeopardy? Because
Why?
I don't know any of the answers.
You don't like just watching it though, but just
No.
like knowing a few allows you to like love the show and just continue watching it.
That's the problem. I don't know a few.
Dude.
I'm just dumb.
My stepdad Wally every day. It's his favorite show of all time. I never watched it. Now I watch it all the time. Great show, fantastic.
So you think that's top 3?
I think Jeopardy's literally one of the longest running game shows of all time.
Number
Alex
1.
Trebek has been the host for like 40 years.
You want to plug it in at number 1 then?
I think a lot of people it would be number 1.
I'm trying to think of something that could beat Jeopardy.
I think a more like.
Have you ever seen the game Dog Eat Dog?
Yeah, well, it was
That
like,
show is good.
Was it like an MTV type of game show?
Kind of, but it was on the Game Show
Dude,
Network.
I forgot about that.
And
show.
they would have to get trivia questions right. And then
have to do, like,
whoever
crazy stuff.
lost would
Yeah.
have to like compete against another person swinging from ropes in the water. or
Yeah, I
something.
remember that. Yeah.
Is that top 10?
So
Whammy?
here's the definitely top 10. Deal or No Deal.
Okay.
You don't like Deal or No Deal?
I do, but it's not top 5. I mean, I'll give it 6 maybe.
I just said it's a top 10. Yeah, put it 6 for right now. I think it's one of the most exhilarating game shows because you're playing with them. Like, you don't know anything.
No deal, no deal, no,
No
deal.
deal, no deal. Don't take it.
The big thing is if you switch your case.
That's.
But the percentages, I think, show that you should.
I forget what it is, but there is a higher percentage of one or the other.
It
It's
makes
like-
sense because originally you pick. I don't know. I'm not even gonna act like I
Yes,
know the percentage.
no. You're on the right track. So the percentage. Of
Your
you
original pick.
Yeah, your original pick percentage is a lot lower than when you have two in your hand. So you should switch. Like the
I remember,
percentage
yeah.
is that it's in the field. Yeah. So deal or no deal?
No one ever hits the deal either. They're all greedy
Yeah. Everyone's
and they lose.
I
I would never pick my lucky number either. Not to get on a rant about deal or no deal, but
are we still going? What's some older game shows that are just like classics?
the celebrity match game, or what was that one? A pyramid?
Yeah, I think Pyramid's a big
Pyramid's
one.
good. What was it called though?
I think isn't it like 25? What is that?
25. They win 25 grand if they.
It's
win.
like $25,000.
That's
pyramid.
good. $25,000 pyramid. That's the name of the thing. I like that. You want to put that at 4 or
No, I don't think it's that high.
8?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
$25,000 pyramid. With the whammy, the no whammy. Stop.
That's what's it called?
What do you mean? That's what's it called?
That's the no whammy game?
No, I'm talking about that as another one we could add to the
Yeah,
list.
what's that game show called?
No whammy.
No, it's not.
Oh,
That's
press
not-
your luck.
Press your luck. I was like, that's not what it's
No
called.
whammy.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
I hate that game.
Um,
Did you see the guy in Whammy? Sorry. He studied the pattern of Whammy.
that's ridiculous.
You didn't see this?
Oh, now I figured out another game show that's probably on top 5.
Well, this guy studied the pattern of Whammy, so he knew
Okay.
when to hit every time and completely rigged the game and won
That's
thousands.
insane.
And it's this whole, check it out on YouTube. I think there's a documentary on it.
So there's another documentary. I don't know if I talked to this before on The Price is Right.
I hate The Price is Right.
One of the longest running game shows of all time. That guy, like when it was first there, he would religiously study it. I watched a documentary on YouTube about it, and he would religiously
Study all items in Walmart.
Yeah, no. So he would study the show, and then this was before like you could recordings and like YouTube and stuff like that. So the guy, this was in the 70s and the 80s. So the guy would see the product, right, and then he would like be watching the show and write the numbers down.
Wow.
And then he would study it. So he would have it right, and then he would go to LA or whatever like a couple times a year, wait in line. He went to like, I don't know, like 56. No, he probably went to a couple hundred, not even gonna lie, like productions of the show, and would be a live studio audience, and was trying to get picked to play. And then once he got picked to play, he actually like
Lost?
Yeah, he lost. But the girl,
I hate to say it.
there was a girl that was also there, and that he was like sitting with, and he was feeding her the answers, and she won.
Wow.
And then he got back on the show later because of some like loophole. Dude, it's really cool, but it just shows you how you can like rig.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
for
an older
sure.
type of game show, but he like rigged it.
So where would you put Price is Right? I have it at 9 right
You
now.
don't like it? I never like watched.
Come
I
on
never watched-
down.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
dumb. No one even does it theirself. They all listen to the crowd. Higher,
I agree.
lower.
I agree. I think it's a hype game.
So I was just Googling some things. The match game, I
Okay.
said that.
You did say
That's
that.
where it's an old game.
Yeah, I think.
It's probably one of the most popular ones back in the day, where they have the celebrities sit up top.
Yeah.
And it's like, name something.
Yeah, there's a newer version of it too, but it's like, yeah, name.
Margaret hit me in the calf. I knocked my milk over and almost blanked. It's like, what is the answer?
Yeah, and then they all have. You have to match like how many of them.
We can put it at 10.
I think that's a good game. I watched that recently.
All right, so my question is, I typed in game shows, and then we have the reality game shows. We're not counting
I don't think we
those.
should count those.
So like Cash Cab, Survivor, Fear Factor, Amazing Race, like those don't count.
You don't think? I think Cash Cab is more like a game show though, than like. I mean, obviously. Was that Guy's Grocery Games? You ever watch that show?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, that's actually really intense. That's kind of fun. I just like Guy Fieri.
When they're running around with their shopping carts.
Yeah, and he's like, "All right, dude, you have $6 and you have to pay." I'm like, "What?"
Let's see here.
Do you want to be a millionaire is really big.
Do you want to be a millionaire?
I think that's probably top 10. You don't think that's top? That's
No,
definitely
that's top 10. I'm trying to think.
At 4?
Yeah. Do you want to be a millionaire at 4?
Yeah. Do you want to be a millionaire?
Be a millionaire.
I don't know what would be 2 that we haven't like already thought of. Now there's a bunch of new game shows. What about like Wipeout?
No.
You don't think-
That doesn't fall in this category.
It's a game
I'm
show.
thinking we should move Family Feud to 2.
I think you should too.
So Jeopardy,
And Family Feud.
Family Feud. You're right, because the ones we already named, they're probably...
They're up there.
Someone's probably at home. You're forgetting this.
Yeah. Screaming through your
You're
mic.
forgetting this show.
You don't think Wipeout?
Deal or No Deal is probably got to get moved up.
It's
I feel like we're missing... Oh, I love the couples newlywed game. I love that game.
like a couple years ago I used to love it. What?
The new game. I don't know if you've seen it. America Says.
No.
Oh, it's the best game out right now.
No.
Dad loves it.
Really?
Dude, it's amazing. You know the show.
No.
It's like Family Feud, but like sped up.
Okay.
Look it up. So I'll try to figure out this. Jeopardy 1. What do we think people at home? Family Feud 2.
Yeah, ask them.
3, we're going to do...
Let's just hit the match game. Press your luck.
What do you want to do 3?
Supermarket Sweep. That was a classic.
I deleted something. I lost it. Do you want to be a millionaire? 3. 4, Deal or No Deal.
It's like Fear Factor?
No, that's like a reality.
No, because don't they go on that show? Like it's a one day thing. It's like, hey, like do this.
$25K dollar pyramid.
Wipeout, dude. Wipeout's definitely on this list.
What? Wipeout?
Catch 21. I remember that show.
Price is Right. Oh, there's that
American Ninja Warrior.
Beat the Beast or something.
The Beast.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that game? It was like. Oh, dude, I used to watch.
Can we add the newlywed game? I love that game.
Yeah.
We'll make that 10.
I used to love
because the couples always get mad.
What's that game? It was that game. I used to watch the Game Show Network all the time.
It don't seem like it.
No, I used to. I don't watch it anymore. I used to.
We have.
I can't remember that game.
We only need one more.
Oh, Chain Reaction was one
Oh,
of them.
Chain Reaction's good.
That was...
Where are we at in this? That's top 10.
I was like, I remember
Chain
that
Reaction.
game. That's the game.
It's
I'm
better than
thinking of.
Price is Right.
Really?
All right, after
People,
Price is Right,
that's a controversial move. I remember Chain Reaction, though. That was a really good one.
I'll make that 8.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
No.
That's not a top 10.
No. What did we just say? Chain Reaction? That's a
Chain
good one. That's
Reaction.
top 10. All right, we're missing one.
Wheel of Fortune.
I hate Wheel of Fortune.
You don't think it's a top 10?
We could put it 9. I think we have our list.
That's not even on this list. Like game shows. I just thought of it.
I thought of it, but I didn't say it on purpose.
It's after Jeopardy every night.
All right, we have our 10. I'm going to read it. You let me know if you want to make any
America
tweaks.
Says.
Awesome show.
I know that guy. Who's that famous actor? All
Number
right, go.
1, Paul and Ryan's joint list. Number 1, Jeopardy.
I think that should stay 1. Correct.
Number 2, Family Feud.
Yeah.
Number 3, Do You Want to Be or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Or is it Do You Want to Be a Millionaire?
I don't know.
I think it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I don't care.
Number 4, Paul's Deal or No Deal.
Deal or
Howie
No
Mandel.
Deal's top 5. There's no doubt.
All right, it's 4.
Okay.
Number 5, $25,000 Pyramid.
I agree. I think
They
that's
even did a remake with
Michael
Michael
Strahan. Yeah.
Number 6, Price is Right.
Okay, that works.
Number 7, The Match Game. What do you mean?
I think people will like that game, so yeah.
My mom likes that game.
Okay.
Number 8, Chain Reaction. You hate Chain Reaction.
No, I remember Chain Reaction.
Chain Reaction's awesome.
I know. I think that's the game that I was thinking of.
Number
too.
9, Wheel of Fortune. Number 10, Newlywed Game. That's
I
a
feel
pretty
like-
good list.
I honestly think Wheel of Fortune is too low.
Oh my god.
I think people are gonna be pissed.
I hate Wheel of Fortune with a passion.
I don't like the Newlywed Game.
The Newlywed, it's 10, first of all. It's behind Wheel of Fortune. Newlywed Game is awesome.
All right, you know what? I think that's a decent list.
All right, where do you want to move Wheel of Fortune?
No, I think that's a decent list. I think it's a decent list.
Decent list. All right, people at home, let us know if you disagree with our
We'll
list.
put it on the gram too, and we'll see who agrees or disagrees.
Yeah, you'll make your nice little graphic of our top 10.
What? You don't like my graphics?
No, I was
think they look
complimenting.
nice.
I
right?
wasn't being sarcastic.
People
I said you can
listening,
make your nice graphic.
Have you checked out our Instagram? At Life's a Party Podcast _ between the words. Check out some nice graphics there made by yours truly. Make sure you're following us. Tell your friends. You know, get our Instagram followers out. We were just talking about that. They're not too well.
We're at a standstill right now.
So it's plateaued a little bit. So
Tell
we're
your friends, please.
173, I think. So by the time this comes out,
I'm homeless. I need
the
some
next
views.
show we do, that we got to get up to 200.
Yeah.
200. That's our goal.
We should make the person who I was gonna say whoever comes our 200th follower gets, but they shouldn't get a gift for
Unfollow.
being 199 people late.
Agreed.
They shouldn't be rewarded for that.
All right, we're going to do a push. Tell your friends. Let's get up to 200 by next week. And that's our top 10.
Top 10.
All right, so as we were saying, trying to get the Instagram more popping, we did a question and answer.
We
did
did.
we did a little Q&A this week, and we said, hey, what do you want to ask us?
We picked the best 4. We had another one. It was probably the worst question we ever got. My dad submitted a question. It said, "How do you spell question?" I was like, "Why did you write that?"
So I was questioning. I'm like, did I spell it wrong? I'm the one who made the graphic.
I went back and it was spelled correctly. I said, "Dad, what are you talking about? We spelled it correctly." He's like, "Oh, you might want to go back and check that." I was like, "Okay, go to bed." All right, how about that? But we picked our best 4. Appreciate everyone who submitted one, and we'll answer our best to our ability.
So first one says, what's your favorite part about doing the podcast?
Are you asking me?
I am. What's your favorite part, buddy?
I don't know. I gotta stop saying Paul. But I like
Well, that's different. You like something.
being open and trying to help people be positive. In this world, we need some positivity.
Yeah.
As a whole, I feel like I'm a pretty positive person. Even when shit's not going my way, I try to keep a positive mindset.
I
So if
agree
I
with
come
that.
on here, make some people laugh, spread positive vibes to start your day, that's a success. That's what I like about being on the podcast.
I agree. I think the whole point is we wanted to create, we were talking about it, right? that creative outlet. That was kind of what did it for us. We said, hey, like, let's do something together. Let's have this creative outlet. Let's, create something and, just kind of like have some fun. And I think that's the best part of doing it is like just having fun, making people's day as entertainers. That's like kind of what you want to do. You just want to make other people happy. So that's my favorite part, man, for sure.
Love the question. Next one. Would you date a Four Loko girl? I would not.
We talk about the Four Loko
There's a
girls
reason
a
why
lot.
they're called Four Loko girls. They're not dateable. I mean, you could go out, have a nice night with the Four Loko girl, but they're not wifey material.
They're-
I
yeah.
love them to death,
We
but they're not wifey material.
I think that's definitely that's a phase. The Four Loko girls, they go through that Four Loko phase.
Once they graduate, what are they called?
Woo girls.
Wine and dine?
No, you're hopefully you
The wine and dine girls.
You want to wine and dine the girls. That's the type of lady you're looking for. So would you date one? No, stay far away from those ones.
I know a couple people who have dated some Four
I
Loko
know
girls.
some Four Loko girls.
They're listening right now.
Is that a friend? Yeah, you can be friends with them.
This is a great transition because the next question is when are you going to have some merchandise? So hopefully, I know I'll hand it over to you, but I
Yeah,
do want to
for
say
sure.
that we do want to have some Four Loko crop top merchandise T-shirts to get out there for everyone.
Yeah, we do. We've been talking about doing merch for a while. I think it'd be cool, like just to start shirts or something. I have a kind of idea. What I've kind of pitched to Ryan is, what if we do like comfort color shirts? Maybe do like more of like a frat look shirt where it's a pocket or something. We can make them long sleeve for the winter. It's coming up. Speaking of long sleeve, you watch on YouTube. Both of us long sleeves right now. So I
Long
think
sleeve show.
Yeah, long sleeve show. I think it'd be pretty dope. And
Sell them for like $100.
yeah,
Yeah,
you get your own.
make
Four
them for
Loko
like
girl.
$10, profit 90. Oh, they're listening.
Yeah. But super simple. Like have our logo on it, and then the back would probably have a slogan or like something we talk about on the show. So, like we'll say like Four Loko girls or
Two fish, one
Two
hook.
Fish, One Hook is something we really like.
Dad bod season.
It's every season
Every
is dad
season.
is dad bod season. That's another one. So we want to do it. I think it'd be pretty dope. I think hopefully you would buy one. And it's just like fun. You know what I mean? That kind
What
of.
was the thing I said? I said they just want to play GameCube and smoke a blunt. She just wants to play GameCube and smoke a blunt. She doesn't want to be friend zoned.
Oh yeah, that was the friend zone stuff we were talking about.
You probably might get. I don't know. But yeah, we're definitely looking into merchandise. So it is common. And we're just trying to figure out
For sure.
how to get good shit.
Yeah, we want to like look into it. So they're coming, and we promised. Who we promised?
Nick Turch because he won the
Nick
contest.
Turch gets a shirt.
He wants the Four Loko girl one. He said. That's what he said in the DM. So
Dope.
I don't know if he wants the crop top. I don't know if people.
Maybe
want,
we
if
make
they
like a
wanna
big V-neck just for him, so he can show his chest a little bit.
All right.
And last one, will you guys ever do like a guest appearance? Are we ever gonna have a guest on the show?
Maybe.
I think it'd be cool to. What if we did like a
lot of people
contest
hit
or
us up.
something? I know Dean's a big fan. Dean, happy birthday, Dean! It's his birthday the other
It's
day.
my brother's birthday today.
Oh yeah, happy birthday,
21.
Kyle Smith. Oh, that's dope.
21,
Kyle
21,
Smith
21.
is the 9 plus 10. You know what I mean?
He's back. He's behind a couple episodes. I think he's on like Life's a Party.
He'll get to this
He'll be 23 by the time he listens to this.
like Christmas or like Merry Christmas, Kyle.
Merry Christmas, Kyle. Oh, that's funny as shit. But
so-
we'll definitely look into getting some guest appearances on. Matt Mayer, you said maybe.
Yeah, we gotta get like a third mic. Like we'll get like a third guest mic.
I could share. We could just
I
be like
think that'd
this.
be dope.
We
You know
could be
what I
like the R&B group.
and just like swing the mic back and forth.
You're up.
So yeah, we did talk about getting Matt Mayer. We talked about him in the pilot episode that he's the guy who designed our logo. So we
He
wanna
deserves time on this area.
Yeah, we want to give him. I just talked to him the other day because we talked about getting like a transparent logo. So we made,
For our merchandise.
for the merchandise. So we are looking into it, and we'll get him on. So for sure, that was our Q&A. I think there was some good questions there.
Yeah, at least we got some questions.
For sure. At least we did get some. Make sure that you're
How do you
interacting.
spell question?
Yeah, how do you? I was like, that's not a good question.
That could be a freaking shirt. How do
You spell question. But definitely, give us a follow over there. Hopefully, if you're listening on Spotify, like check out the YouTube. We're trying to, push some people over there. We're getting some awesome feedback. We've changed the set. We're continuing to upgrade. So
Instagram followers, need them. Spread
that's
the word.
the goal, man. 200 next episode.
200
We
next
need
episode in
25
a
new
week.
followers. I don't think that's too much to ask for.
It's not.
So tell your friends and help us out.
The more followers we get, the cooler merch we get, the cooler set,
Agreed.
the better the show just gets.
So keep doing it. Give us a follow.
Another great episode. You have
And-
anything else, Paul?
Episode 11 and
Episode
that's
11
it, man. We're
in
out.
the books. Way to show love. Love you guys. As always, music take us out. We out.
Peace.